The PMBOK guide uses the term change request to refer not only to a product change, but also to corrective action that is a documented direction for executing the project in order to bring expected future performance of the project back in line with the management plan. Such a request is there to bring about a change to future results or performances of the project work so that they remain aligned with the project management plan. Preventative action that is a documented direction to perform an activity that can reduce the probability of the negative consequences associated with project risks. As the name suggests, this type of change takes proactive action to avoid the occurrence of a problem. This may be to reduce the probability or impact of a risk, to increase the chance of opportunity, or to reduce the impact of a current issue. And defect repairs, that is a formally documented identification of like defects in a project component with a recommendation to either repair the defect or completely replace the component. Monitoring and controlling project work takes place as part of the executing process group. This is the process of tracking, reviewing, and regulating the progress in order to meet the performance objectives defined in the project management plan. This process also makes sure that the deliverables deliver themselves, plus the way in which they are being delivered according to the project management plan. This is a macro integration process that looks at the entire project, taking corrective action as needed via change requests. The focus here is on identifying any variances from the project management plan, to carry out problem solving in order to determine appropriate corrective and preventative action, perform root cause analysis of such variances, and to manage the time and cost reserve allocations. The corrective action that the project manager should be making here is based on how the project has been progressing, and from this how things are forecast to continue. The results of the work being undertaken are compared to the baseline is within the plan, and appropriate adjustments made to ensure that the two are harmonized. Such adjustments and changes to the work are both identified and implemented within this process. Every single change that is requested or otherwise will be processed through the Perform Integrated Change Control process. It is where the impact of any change is assessed against the project, and this is the reason why this is called integrated. It is because if a change were to occur in one part of a project, it needs to be assessed across the whole of the project. Note that the main difference between integrated change control and monitor and control project work is that whereas Perform Integrated Change Control focuses on managing any change to project scope, monitor and control project work focuses on managing the way that such scope is executed. For example, if a new application is requested to be added to an IT solution project, then such a change request would need to be re-evaluated via the Perform Integrated Change Control process to ensure that the impact to the rest of the system is known and understood before all such a change is approved. The main inputs here in this situation would be the change request itself, and the main tool or technique used where the change control board used to make a decision. The main outputs will be the change request status update, which is a decision on what to do next. Changes can either be approved or ejected. Close project or phase is part of the final piece of project integration management. It is a process of finalizing all activities across all the project management groups to formally complete the project. The key benefit of this process is that it provides lessons learned, the formal ending of project, and the release of organization resources to pursue new endeavors. During this phase comes the project closeout report. The purpose of this document is to communicate the project accomplishments as well as areas in which the project was not successful, closure on the project effort, results, satisfaction, and remaining issues.
So that concludes the project integration management by Micah and Alvin.
Created using Powtoon.